Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be discussing the Buff Orpington chicken and everything you need to know when it comes to the temperament and the egg laying and if it's the right chicken for you. Before we get into that, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As also, be sure to subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe to all of these, this is how we continue to provide great content for chicken keepers. So without further ado, let's get into it. As we shall see, the Orpington is a fairly recent breed created by the vision of a man who felt that it was possible to create a dual-purpose bird that was bigger and better than existing breeds. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Orpington's temperament, breed characteristics, egg-laying capabilities, and recognized variants, focusing on the ever-popular Buff Orpington. So let's talk about how this bird was created. Now, if you don't know, the original Black Orpington was created from the Langshan, Barred Rock, and Minorca chicken. None of these breeds have anything remotely buff about them, so Mr. William Cook, someone who created this breed, he was a coachman living in the town of Orpington in the county of Kent, England. In 1886, he unveiled the Black Orpington breed, which became an almost overnight success in England thanks to great publicity. It was bred to be black to hide the dirt and soot prevalent in cities at the time. The next color to be revealed was the buff, which remains the favorite color of Orpington chickens. Also following along, there were the white and the blue and splash colors of the bird. When Mr. Cook revealed his birds to the general public, he received rave reviews in the UK, and it rapidly became the most popular breed in the land, and within 10 years was exported to other countries, including the US. There is even an Orpington ranch in South Africa. When Cook himself went to the US to sell his line of birds, he had great success, apparently due to his great sales skills. He got farmers quickly on board, and the rest is history. So, the Buff Orpington creation. We already talked about the Black Orpington and how Mr. William Cook created the Black Orpington, and he created it using the Barred Rock and a Minorca chicken. Now, none of these breeds have anything remotely buff about them, but Mr. Cook used gold-spangled Hamburgs, Dorkings, and Buff Cochins to create the Buff Orpington. There's also speculation that an old breed known as the Lincolnshire Buff was used, although it was refuted when William Cook was asked. So let's talk about the breed standard and its appearance. Until 2016, the Orpington breed was considered endangered. Thanks to many backyard chicken keepers, the breed has now been removed from the American Breed Livestock Conservancy list. Renewed interest in this favorite has seen the numbers of Orpingtons, particularly buffs, rise steadily. The bird's appearance should be heavy, broad body with a low stance, fluffed out feathers, and a curvy short back. The bird should be well feathered with broad, smooth feathers. Feet and shanks should be clean and pinkish white in color, and the flesh is white. The beak is also pinkish white. Eyes are reddish bay color. The wattles, comb, and earlobes should be red. The single comb should have 5 points. There's also a rose comb variety. And Orpingtons come in two sizes, large fowl and bantams. The large fowl should be around 10 pounds for the male and 8 pounds for the female. Bantams weigh in at 38 ounces for males and 34 ounces for females. In all other respects, the bantam should reflect the large fowl. The Bantam Orpington is one of the largest bantams available if you can find them. The American Poultry Association admitted the Orpington's colors to its standard as follows. So the buff color was admitted in 1902, the black color was in 1905, the white was in 1905, and the blue color was in 1923. Now let's talk about the Buff Orpington's disposition and egg laying. So all Orpingtons are said to be pretty docile and friendly, but this is especially true of the Buff Orpington. They're very friendly birds and will often seek you out to let you know they need attention. Their feathering makes them very cold hardy, although they can chill and die quickly if their feathers got damp or wet. Orpingtons tolerate warmer climates but need to have access to shade during the heat of the day. They make great broody hens and good mothers, and they will usually accept hatching eggs being placed under them. The buff roosters are fiercely protective of their offspring. These Buff Orpington hens are top choices for many families because the buff is superb with children, tolerating all sorts of things kids do. However, keep a watchful eye. Just make sure they don't peck at kids' like hands or legs because they have a strong beak. So being so laid back and friendly makes them a great project bird for the 4-H clubs since they tolerate handling and confinement so well. These same qualities make for a great show bird as they also are not upset by frequent handlings or strange environments or unusual noises. They tolerate confinement very well, and although they will free range, they rarely forage, relying mainly on the feeders. They are reliable layers of large brown eggs, around 200 200 to 280 eggs per year. If you're raising them as a meat bird, they're about table ready at around 22 weeks. They're often considered the perfect dual purpose chicken. So with all that being said, is the Buff Orpington the right bird for you? Their calm, docile, and friendly nature leads them to a family-oriented flock. They interact well with people. Because of their non-aggressive nature, you should not put them with more aggressive breeds such as Rhode Island Reds or Rell Summers. If you are a town city dweller, this bird is great because they are suited for confinement in a smallish yard. They're also great birds for beginners as they're easy to handle and fairly low maintenance. High temperatures, they're not tolerated well, so you should provide shade and ventilation and lots of space for these large birds. Winter is pretty easy because of their extra fluffy feathers. They're pretty hardy as long as their feathers stay dry. So all in all, Buff Orpington breeds changed the world of dual purpose chickens, and due to recent interest, this breed is enjoying a resurgence in popularity and proves that heritage birds most definitely have a place in everyone's home and heart. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. If you find our content entertaining, if you learn something new, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon.